Hi friends, Goddess J back to do a short channel message. I was going to take a 1-year hiatus. My son Phoenix Archer was born on May 2nd in the dragon year, and I was going to honor giving this year to him and my husband. We've been enjoying many great first moments. Last night, my 8.5-year-old just said dada for the first time. Right now we're having classical music time and he's working on some small motor skills. But I did have to come back on here and just touch a couple of topics. I will be including my handle at JLizCook. If you want to follow me, Goddess J, on Red Note or Lemon 8, and hopefully TikTok if it's not canceled. I'm not quite sure why the moves are being made on the board to attempt to ban TikTok, but it's actually forced us closer together. We're actually learning things from each other, like Mandarin and new food and cooking styles. And prior to all of this, I knew how to say thank you, shishe, ukuchi, you're welcome, and ibai sui, I hope you live until 100, because they don't say bless you in Mandarin. But now I'm super excited to get to learn the numbers, the whole culture and lifestyle of the Chinese, our new soul tribes, and pass that on to my son. You know, hopefully we can become a more all-encompassing collaborative world in the future. My son is the love of my life. He has owned my heart from the very first moment. I'm not sure how I made it in this world until he came, because I felt like my life just gained some purpose. So we have had a very tumultuous 2024, the year of the 8 karma. I'm ruled by Saturn, so I understand that karma may be having to be paid for all of us, and as long as we keep our vibes pure and we do what's right and keep our intentions pure, because it's so important to have a good mindset too, because you can think and wish harm for other people, and that's generating energy too. So we really have to ground ourselves and focus and to not create, you know, more loops of hatred in this world. Right now, more than ever, we need to come together. The last time Pluto was in my sign Aquarius, the French American and Industrial Revolution happened, and it did not bode well for my ancestor, Marie Antoinette. And so I really just hope that we're thinking a little bit more bigger picture. I mean, TikTok's just a channel. We're all going to still be in contact with our soul tribes. We are going to go to other platforms. We're gonna, you know, help each other grow. The whole reason I wanted to start TikTok was because I wanted to heal out loud. For so long, other people, sorry, I'm watching my baby in the background. For so long, we let other people write our script for us. We were told by communities and vast amount of people who we were, and for a while there we lost ourselves because we just kind of believed it. Maybe they're seeing something that we're not. And lately, I think these forums, these social media channels are created so that we can share our story and say, no, you know, I don't care if other people believe me and my story, because if you're going to hear a one-sided story and not care for the counter argument, then you're not really wanting to be fair in your discernment of me anyways, and I can't change your mind. And I don't even want to go down that dark path. But I can speak up for my truth, and I can say this is who I am, and my son can watch this someday if he feels lost on his spiritual journey and say, you know, many awakenings happen, you know, we are definitely capable of picking up our own pen and writing our own story. We are the main character. So I wanted to stay very secretive about my life. Facebook is pretty private. Only my friends get to see my stuff, and I know that there's some spam pages on there so they can report back. But I really I don't tell many people anything I don't want them to know. And this is just because I've seen how the world works, and I noticed that a lot of people wanted to start coming up with agendas and stories and whatever they want to believe, because it's easier because I'm not telling them anything. And so while they're trying to find out who I am, I'm like, maybe I'll go find out who I am. And that's how, you know, I never name names or situations, and I won't. This isn't a smear campaign. This is me healing. So other people realize that the healing journey is messy. It's authentic. It's not perfect. You know, we struggle and we get back up, and things don't just happen for us. There's a lot of work that goes in the background. I have a Capricorn North node, so you're never going to see the progress that I put in, but it's being made. You can ask my husband how many notes and lists I have. But I am a mother bear now, and before I would let things go, but now I don't mind being defensive or offensive, whichever is needed to protect my baby and my family. So please just don't poke the bear. Right now, I do want to talk on the fact that we are leaving things behind in 2024. I don't care what it is. It could be a job, career, friends, acquaintances, vehicles that need constant maintenance and aren't worth the hassle. You know, whatever it is, part with it. I cleaned my entire house. I reorganized. I cleansed the space. I still need to refile my filing cabinets, but right now I am taking time for myself, time for my family, and it feels so good sometimes to be able to lay and take a nap with my baby on a Thursday afternoon, listening to classical music, smelling his lavender lotion, and he strokes my hair. A lot of breakage, but I'm grateful for those moments, and that's what's made life worth living. And so I just really hope that we use this as a catalyst to reflect and transform, and to know that, you know, we're not always going to be able to save others. We are constantly evolving. This is lifelong work. We are relearning ourselves, and there's so many awakenings. There's not just one. There's many times you think that you've healed something, and then you're triggered and you say, there's some, you know, neglect wounds that need to be worked through there. There's abandonment or chakra blockages. And I noticed that my throat chakra has always been affected in life. And so that's why I'm speaking up. I'm speaking out. I'm not scared to tell the truth. I mean, there's ways that I can word things too. So I'm going to be as cordial as possible, but again, just don't poke the bear. Let others live their happy life. We don't really need to come in and attack others because they have something that we have. There's a difference between saving space and saving yourself. So when we save space for others, we say they have the capability of being their best self. They can definitely step into their highest self, and they're working on it. You know, they might not be in our core group right now, but we support them. We love them. But then there's saving yourself. And that's when their intentions become malicious, whether it's gaslighting, whether it's defamation of character. Just one second, I just want to double check. It's defamation of character, smear campaigns, blacklisting you in a small community, talking down on your skills, or belittling your efforts when they know that you are exceptional and brilliant, and just completely repainting the narrative of who you are. Right now, it's time for us to write our own story. Despite whatever we've shown them, they're not going to see our way. So we got to stop thinking that we can get people just to agree with us. We got to, you know, find our own path and agree with ourselves. So I'm going to continue to heal out loud, whether that's on Red Note, whether that's on Lemon 8. Add me on Facebook if you're a soul tribey. I'm very glad that we found these moments. But, you know, we've showed people the path, and at this point, they need to find their own way. We're meant to be starlight for them to illuminate and see in the dark. But we can't save the other runners and show them the way on the path if we're sitting here picking up people and throwing them over our shoulders. There's no need to pick lazy people up that don't want to work. And that's not calling them anything negative. It's just that they don't want to do the work right now, and it's a waste of your effort and energy. So save space that they'll find their way to the end of the finish line one day, because we all want to make it to the finish line. But, you know, they're trying to hold you back because a part of them sacrifice their happiness for somebody else's unneeded gain in the past. And we just really need to, you know, realize that Sheshe for everything you taught me, Ukuchi for what I taught you, and Ibai Sui. I love you.